Good day, everyone. A very warm welcome and merry meet. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me today. Today, I'm just going to be sharing. I have a very, very dear friend who has requested this, and we'll just leave it at that. But I'm going to be making a tea for her, and this is, to help. One thing, enjoy the tea. And if there are any health issues kicking about, then these absolutely will help. But without further ado, I want to provide all of y'all with a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, although I do have a great love of herbs and what they can do for our bodies. So if you are pregnant and or nursing, then this might be something that you want to, check twice on. But without further ado, I'm going to make up a tea blend that is just so healthy and so good for you. The first thing I'm going to start with, if I can, is I'm going to start off with peppermint and spearmint because, for one thing, they're really super, super good. But they're like act as a decongestant and, kind of clear your head a little bit. And I'm just going to get started here. And peppermint is shown to increase lung capacity. So there's no, formula for this other than a handful of this and a handful of that. I'm sure there's a lot of good books. That's probably a cup. There are, I'm sure several good books that, will give you measurements, but, hey, let's see. And I found my spearmint. And again, it's just a good handful. There's nothing, unfortunately scientific about that. The next thing that I'm going to add is called Self-Heal. Now, this is not something that you're going to, find at your corner market. I don't think. I wouldn't either. But Self-Heal is exceptional in teas. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you don't have to have any kind of a health issue, but Self-Heal in tea, since summer is coming up, will provide sort of like a cooling agent for your body. So I want to show you, when you go to buy Self-Heal, make sure what you are buying is exactly like this. They should be in buds, just like this. There should not be anything loose. Maybe one or two little fibers there. There shouldn't be anything loose. If it is, then they did not harvest it properly and all of that, because these are the very, very tops of the plants. So I'm going to just add really, I want to give y'all a good look. Really, how lovely is that? And I'm not going to necessarily break them up, but yeah, this is good for summertime when you want to, cool down. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a doctor or a nurse, so I couldn't even begin to tell you how Self-Heal works to cool you. All I know is it works really, really well. Let's see. Now, the star of our show, one tried to get away. The star of our show is marshmallow root. I put this in all of my teas, no matter what. I'm going to do like two goodly handfuls. I think y'all can see. Marshmallow root. So there is a whole list of things that marshmallow root is good for. It is good for your hair, your skin. It works as far as your lungs and your digestive tract. Think right here. Your lungs and digestive tract. It moistens everything up inside of your lungs and in your gut and your digestive tract. So if you have acid reflux or heartburn or anything like that, marshmallow root is going to be exceptional for that. I personally use this mostly to keep my lung health up with everything that's been happening and has happened, and I hope will never happen again. Marshmallow root to keep your lungs nice and moist. So, you know, if you just happen to become not feeling well, then you won't have to go and put drugs in your body and things like that to open and help the mucus, you know, move through your lungs. It keeps everything really moist. And we all know about mullein. Mullein, another star of the show. If I can get this open. Again, I'm going to do 2 goodly handfuls of this. Now, I know they mentioned that they were, you know, I bet it smells really good. The very last thing that you want to do is to open up this package or anything with mullein like this and stick your nose in and take a deep breath in. It may smell wonderful, and it does, but mullein, the leaves that have dried here and on every mullein, have these tiny little hairy fibers that you're going to breathe in, and that's going to cause you more trouble. So don't say, oh, this is going to smell wonderful. Well, yeah, you know what? It does smell wonderful. Don't breathe this in. But mullein is very, very well known for lung health. And so I'm going to quickly go over the magical components to this particular tea. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Mullein has been used a long time to keep away demons. Use it in sachets when you need extra courage, but this mullein is also very, very good in healing spells. Marshmallow root is exceptional in your magical practice. I keep a small bowl like this on my altar along with some water, and this attracts spirits. So it's associated with deities of love and fertility as well. Now, as far as peppermint in your magical practice, it is used in temples to shake up and dispel evil spirits. So think of this as dispelling negative vibes. So think of this as dispelling negative vibes, cleansing, happiness, and success. Self-heal is used to strengthen healing spells in magic. Plantain is very, very good if you have any, ulcers or any kind of digestive issues. And last but not least, I'm going to add some catnip to relax you. And this, I'm going to just add all of this. It's just, a handful. The components to this that are really, they're all important. I'm going to add a little bit of marshmallow, a little bit more, another handful. So 3 goodly handfuls. And I think that should work really, really well for you. I'm really counting on it. I've got what I'm also going to send. I don't really know how I'm going to wrap this, but I am going to send some tea bags with you. Now, the one thing that I do want to tell y'all about is please don't make up a boatload. No, steep a boatload of tea thinking, okay, well, I'll just have a cup for later or a cup for tomorrow or whatever, because the component in the marshmallow root we'll turn this very thick, not very thick, but thicker than what, you know, you want to sit and say, oh, I'm having this lovely cup of tea. No, it's going to become, you know, what I believe the internet called it is mucilaginous. It's just, you know, just something very comforting, very soothing to move through your system. But hot, cold, however you want to drink it. So I've got some little tea bags here that, you know, if you just want to make a cup, doesn't matter when you drink it. Makes no difference to me, but just put yourself a little bit in a tea bag, or if you already have a tea ball, that's what I use. But I wanted to get these so I could make sure. And you know, this blend, of course, like with a lot of other teas, once you put this in here and seal this off, and steep this, probably, you know, I think in the beginning, I would probably allow this to steep 30 minutes, maybe at the most, in hot water to drink. And this is just to get enough of the compounds out of the tea and into your body really super quickly. After that, probably 10 to 15 minutes. It's not like the oat straw tea that I make, and I allow that to steep overnight, and it's so good. But there you go. Immunity building, and definitely a lung health tea. Also very good for your tummy and your digestion, your skin. Overall, a huge win-win. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I hope that you join me again. And I want to say thank y'all again for all your love and all your support. Mary Part, and I hope to marry me again. Goodbye, y'all.